She was caught on video confronting a student journalist at the University of Missouri. Tonight, the professor under fire after the video went viral has resigned from the university's journalism school. She's also reportedly receiving death threats and rape threats.
You need to get out.
Well,
you need to get out.
No, I don't.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
Yeah, the woman in the video is Melissa Click. Eventually, she's asking for muscle to remove the 20-year-old you heard speaking, Tim Tighe, a senior working freelance for ESPN, covering protests after racial tensions forced the resignations of the school's president and chancellor. Tonight, the university's dean of journalism confirmed on Twitter she resigned from her courtesy appointment with the journalism school. Meanwhile, Tighe responded to the news of threats against Click on Twitter. He called them unacceptable and sickening. He went on to tweet that he held no ill will for anyone in that video. The Huffington Post reports Click sent an email to her students about noon today to cancel classes. She also released an apology and spoke with Tighe individually, who accepted her apology. Meanwhile, another protest led by graduate students was held at the university today at its main administration building.
They have a lot to do on the campus of the University of Missouri regarding racism and students who feel racism on campus. We're not going to try to solve that tonight. But Jared Schroeder, PhD, assistant professor, journalism, SMU Medical School, focuses on comms law, and I will try to talk about protests, reporters who cover them, and what happened on campus. Jared, you said when you saw the video, some of your journalist side of you kind of rose up and got, I don't know if it was angry or just a little agitated. Why did that? What frustrated you a little bit?
I think part of me was just empathizing with the. First of all, I mean, I work with student media a lot too, and
Sure.
it's just this kid, you know, and he's out there and he really believes in what he's doing, and he really believes it matters, and he's meeting this resistance. I just felt for him, I think, too, you know.
Right. Let's talk about the man in the middle, a 20-year-old student, journalism student at the University of Missouri. His name is Tim Tighe, and we'll show you how he handled himself right now.
Yes, I can. This is the First Amendment that protects your right to stand here, protects mine.
But how did he do out there?
I thought whoever taught this guy communication law did a nice job, and the student, of course, learned because he was very articulate. He expressed himself very clearly about what his rights and freedoms were, and and he also stayed calm, which I think really helps his case.
There was a faculty member in the middle of that. She was a member of the Greek Life Council. And I thought if she would have maybe said he's right, he has a First Amendment right, we have a First Amendment right to protest, he has a First Amendment right to be here, maybe she could have calmed it down, but she was the one getting physical. There's another one I want to show you, actually kind of in the journalism, not journalism, but the comms staff. She got into it with a reporter, and I want to show you what she did.
Hi, media. Can I talk to you?
No, you need to get out.
Well,
you need to get out.
No, I don't.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle over here.
Okay, so that professor calling in the muscle to, I guess, manhandle a reporter, I think that is sort of the altercation that made everybody uncomfortable.
And think about, I mean, what she wanted to stop is the very thing that we're having this conversation about right now, you know, I mean, she wanted to stop the release of this information, and we really need it. This sort of information is really crucial to the discourse we're having about these issues right now, right? If we don't have this video, this reporting about what's going on, we, as a society, we couldn't all be in Columbia today, right? We couldn't all be in Columbia, Missouri. We need people like this student who are documenting what's going on so we can talk about it, right? So we can decide how we all feel about what's happening in this place.
And clearly you care about your students, and you would want to be out there. If something was happening like this on SMU, I think you would be out there in some form or fashion. But do these instructors and faculty members have a duty to kind of be teaching at all times and trying to teach what they know is right?
Hopefully. It's a teaching moment, right? It's definitely a teaching moment. And, you know, I think it might have ended up being that way because what I've heard, what I've read before I came in today was they are now opening that area completely to the media, right? The students who have been protesting, the student journalists have all probably learned, though it's been a difficult experience, they probably learned something from this.
Do you, in your role at SMU, do you anticipate talking with students about this, certainly your comms law classes about the First Amendment access, and what kind of discussions do you anticipate?
This is stuff we talk about, you know, I mean, this is stuff, I mean, we definitely talk about. This was a public forum, you know, There's a free speech. This is a place that's been reserved for free speech. So yeah, the students, we didn't get to talk about much today, but it's definitely something we're going to talk about. Yeah.
Okay, Jared Schroeder, good to meet you. Good to have you come in. I know this will be coming up sometime.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see how the kids handle it, and I bet you'll have some really interesting dialogue with the
Yeah, I hope
kids. They
so.
have a lot to say. All right, thanks for coming in.